ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Score Science. My name is Luke, and this is the Everton Stadium update. Now, as we go over the stadium, there has been a few little updates here and there, but the main ones to note is for the South Stand, North Stand, as well as a little piece of notice for the West Stands. One that actually, I'm not sure whether it's been there for a while and it's just escaped us. Well, escaped me. But it's definitely one I've taken notice of now. Also, if you've probably noticed already, there's more brick facade on the east stand, and if you look where the southeast corner is, you can see one of the lights is actually flashing. Now, bear in mind, this isn't a glitch of the camera or the footage, it is genuinely flashing. And as I was flying over, it actually caught my attention, and it was annoying as all hell. Also, one thing to note very quickly, there were people working on the site today, so I did actually make a conscious effort to try and stay out of their way to allow them to carry on with their work and not get interrupted by my drone flying around. So if the video footage isn't as great as normal, I do apologise. What I have done is I have sort of come back a fair bit and just zoomed in as we normally do. Now, one thing to note for the south stand, as you're going to see right here, you can see there's actually a little bit of a protrusion on the side of the, well, at the back of the south stand. I've never actually noticed this in any of the finished rendered footage, so I'm a little curious what this is. But there is one thing to note, is that the south stand actually has got a second set of roof trusses coming in. So this is going to be one that we're going to have to keep an eye on. The only thing is, I'm going to have to fly higher and a lot closer. So I am going to be pushing the very boundary of getting onto the Bramley Moor site in the coming future. So if anyone ever remembers my bird's eye view sort of stuff, it's going to be something extremely similar to that. So we're going to be basically going right the way over the site almost, and just sitting at the legal height pretty much around 110 to 120 meters, just so we can actually get a little bit more detail, because these are going to be things that we're going to miss due to the fact of how we are flying and certain restrictions that are in place at the moment. Because at this point in time, what I like to do is I like to sort of sit at the 80 meter height point, so that you guys can get as much detail as possible as we're flying over, because a lot of the stuff for the time being is pretty much roof trusses, as well as updates that are going to be seeing the stadium getting built further and further up. Now, as I was saying just then, what you will notice is in the west stands, you can see more of the brick facade, and there's actually peering across from bit to bit to bit. But one thing I have noticed just here, you can actually see there's concrete on the outside. Now, I'm not sure whether I've missed this in prior videos where I've been sitting or where I've been flying, but it's one that's caught my attention now. So this is probably where the whole terracing thing, you know, the staircase that comes into the west stand itself, is going to take place. So that is definitely one to take note of. And if you've probably noticed now that the drone has sped up significantly, I do apologise about that. The signal was not very great, so as I was doing this, I did get a couple of pauses, which I thought was just the wind buffering the drone, but it happened to just be signal interference, so apologies for that very quick speed up. Now, as we go over to the north stand, again, this is another one to take note of. So you can see there's more stuff coming inside, so it's the second set of trusses that are coming in place, so you can see them just here. These are where the temporary blue steel frames are going to be taking place and playing their part. So what's going to happen is, as time goes on, we're going to get a few of these put into place, and then when everything's shored up, they do get moved down, well, brought down and moved to the next place, so they can put more roof trusses in place. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's only meant to be 2 sets of roof trusses for the south stand and 3 for the north. It might be reversed, so apologies on that one. But one thing to take note of as well, as you're looking at the north stands, make sure to pay attention inside as well. So you can see the east and west stands have got more of the raker beams in place and the concrete sort of seating points. Now, bear in mind, I'm not talking about actual seats themselves. I'm talking about the foundations that they are sitting on, or going to be sitting on. It's not, I'm not talking about the seat when I say, oh yeah, there's a more seating area coming into place. I'm not talking about the literal seats, I'm talking about the concrete foundations for it. So if ever I say that, just take that into regard. And as we go along now, there's a lot to talk about really, about Everton and everything like that, but I'm going to leave that for another video, which funny enough is going to actually get uploaded before this. So what's going to happen, this video, as of right now, it's getting uploaded for Monday evening at 6 PM. It's a nice one to do. But straight after this, I'm going into another recording where I'm going to be talking about Sean Dyche's appointment to Everton, what he's going to be doing for the club, how he plays his sort of football, and as well as where we're going to be going from there, because obviously right now the club is in not great situation right now, but we are working towards it. But in any case, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely evening, and peace.